Good evening and welcome to the Oliveboard platform. My name is Marush Sharma, your logical reasoning expert, and I'm here today to discuss with you the reasoning section of the SSC CGL Tier 1 live test which was conducted over the weekend. Now, before I start, a very important announcement for all of you to, I have for you here. We all are well aware about what is happening, right? There are changes in the pattern, and keeping that in mind, Oliveboard has introduced the new pattern in all its mock tests. Okay, you can visualize the same here. I will click on start test here. Okay, so live mocks also gradually we'll try to shift on that, but as of now all the previous year mocks and all the other mocks are also, test mocks are also available for you to go through. So you can just check it out on the web. So this is available on the, if you attempt it through a laptop or a computer device, then you can watch this. Otherwise through a mobile device, as of now it is not yet available, right? So you can go through this, check it completely and get familiar with this as much as possible. What you can also do is, some people have already given all these mocks in the past, right? So they are like, say, so for us, how do we progress? So for them, the idea is that we have also enabled the re-attempt feature for you guys. So you can re-attempt these mocks again just for the sake of added practice and the practice of this pattern, right? To get familiar with it and to, register it in your muscle memory. So just check it out once and go through this in detail, right? Now, we'll start the discussion for today's mock as of now. So let's quickly start with our regular mock discussions, but again, of late in these sessions I have been laying emphasis on how you can compare. Compare is not the right word, I would say. How you can analyze and study better as to how much difference was between you and the time taken by the topper. You can pick up these small points here and there in your, while you analyze your mocks. So it will help you, it will help give you better insights. Okay. So let's start. Hit the right button, like button right away and share this video across platforms wherever you're part of, and also do leave comments, guys. Comments enables me to understand what exactly my audience requires. Okay, so this is the very first question from Coding Decoding. Now, interesting question. Not difficult, I would say, but quite interesting. So how you will proceed? The first thing I've already told you, in these algorithms, you will start from this position. So E is corresponding position. So E is 5, B is 2. Okay, we are doing minus 3. 17 and 15 minus 2. 21 and 20 minus 1. Then 1 and 2 plus 1. And 12 and 13 plus 2. 12 and 13 is also plus 1, sorry. Now, a lot of you will feel that this probably is not a very valid logic and maybe this is not true because this is vague. There is no pattern within this logic. But if you apply it here, that's what very much is going to happen. So minus 3, 7 minus 3 is 4. So we'll start with D here. And we have only one option which is satisfying that. 18 minus 2 is 16. 15 minus 15 minus 1 is 14. And plus 1, so 23 and 17. So DP and W, 22 and 17, DP and VQ, which is option C. Obviously, in the examination, you don't have to solve it completely. Once you are sure of this logic, just quickly check for 1 or 2 letters and get your correct answers. 47 seconds. Okay, 47 seconds taken by the topper. Not bad, I would say. And I would... this can be improved, but I'll tell you. Now it clearly explains to you why 47 seconds were consumed, because of mismatch here. Okay. There was no pattern which was being followed in the logic. We often expect, okay, everything will be increased by 1 or subtracted by 1 or crisscross or something of that sort. But these are just random place values being increased or decreased. So that is why this did not make sense for the student. Now, interesting question, very interesting question. And this is going to take up a lot of your time. Just look at the options one. 15, 8, 12, 9. So you have to be very specific when you count. Okay. So now look at quadrilaterals. Okay, don't get confused. A lot of people will consider this also as a quadrilateral. This is not. You can count the number of sides. Okay, so quadrilaterals means you're only looking for something like a square or a rectangle. In this case, nothing else. They're not trapeziums, etc. hiding here. So this is 1. This is 2. Count individual figures. 1. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. Okay, so we already have 8 with us. Now we'll proceed further. So we look at this one, whole vertically we'll find a new quadrilateral, 1. Okay, here if we see, we'll get 1, 2, 3. So we already had 1 here and 3 here. So we have 4 more, right? And that's it. We have pretty much counted everything else. So we have 12 total quadrilaterals. And that is what majority of you will be missing out in the examination. Let's see, even I have not checked it out. How much has the topper taken here? 62 seconds, a minute and 2 seconds. Though the good point is that he's gotten the answer correct. So what he has done is definitely he is verified twice. Okay, definitely he has verified twice. There is no short trick to this whatsoever. You'll have to manually go ahead. And of late, such questions are common where short tricks are not, they're failing brutally. So you have to manually get down and start solving the question. So you need to be aware. Good afternoon, Mudassir and your influencer. How are you guys? So you need to be well aware about your concepts. Okay, positions of how many letters will remain unchanged? Answers in the chat box, guys. If the letters of the word resource are arranged in alphabetical order. Okay, so we simply need to arrange them in alphabetical order, increasing alphabetical order. So we'll start with C. Then we have 2 E's. Then we have 15, 18, 18, 19, 21. Okay, so we can see 1, 2, 3, 3. Option B is the correct answer. Not difficult. 39 seconds, pretty good, very nice. Arrangement can be faster. Okay. This is a wonderful question, I'll tell you why. Just let's see how many of you are actually smartly able to handle this. So I've given a hint already to you. Good, 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 very good. Excellent, bacha. Correct, absolutely right, your influencer. So a lot of students know this already, a lot of students don't. A lot of students, despite being masters at everything, they still rely to older methods. What they'll do is they'll solve them, they'll make little trees and then understand what is happening, what is not happening. They are asking you A should be the mother-in-law of B. So A has to be a female. First step always in these questions where you have to check between expressions, always eliminate the gender. That means A cannot be a male. So A cannot have a plus sign and A cannot have an exponent sign after it. This is not allowed because A will become a male in these cases. Rest everything is possible. If you observe A exponent, A plus, A exponent, only option C is the correct answer. And I am not saying that this has happened by by chance or by fluke. They do this on purpose. So the examiners will set the question, no matter how much you are going to curse them, but they are going to set the complete paper in a way that you will be or any student is able to attempt it within 60 minutes. Okay, that's the idea. It's not impossible. But the only problem is we don't understand that. We don't perceive it that way. 42 seconds. Was it worth it? No. So these little things you need to remember, otherwise gone. Okay, next. This is pretty easy. Very good, very good. You are influencer. Good job. Now, we just need to check what is opposite end. Don't get into the business they have mentioned here. They're just trying to confuse you. What is opposite N? So, if you start with Q being the common one, P and N, M and O. So, N is opposite to O. Oh, where they're asking M, sorry. So, MP is opposite to M. So, option A is the right answer. Cool. 34 seconds, too much. Why too much? Again, because this confused you little bit here. What exactly was being asked? Okay. (32, 8, 256, 64). It's simply being divided by 4, I believe. So if we divide 1284 by 4, what do we get? Cool. We are just dividing it by 4. 256 divided by 4 is 64. 32 divided by 4 is 8. 1284 divided by 4 is 321. So option C is the right answer. 17 seconds. This is what I am talking about. Okay. That's how quick you can be if you just get the correct essence of the question, that why this was asked. So how you can go about this is build this into your muscle memory. Just practice repeatedly in this format. Okay. Any hint which you can get from the options? I don't think there are any vertical options which are common, right? So what do we do now? RC. In the end, we have C here. So RC, RC. If I do this, I get ORC here. So ORC, LORC, LORC. But this is IORC. No, that's not it. Something else. Sorry. I am not getting a particular logic here. C dash I dash O, C dash I dash O. So O and R, this is changing. Okay, but C dash I is okay. So C dash I dash O, C dash I dash R. CFIO, CFILO R, CLIO R, CLIO R. It's not making sense, is it? We'll have to check this question again. I'm not sure whether this is making sense or not. Yeah, exactly. I think there's something wrong here. Something is gravely wrong here. We'll have to check this out again. 165 seconds. Okay. Of course, in the examination, what we have to do is skip and move ahead. Just troubling you, skip and move ahead. I'll just put a report here later on. Okay, next. Yeah, exactly. I can understand. There's something wrong with the question. Now, which set is going to follow the logic? This is a new way of asking the question. Okay, so this is purely visible here. This is 3 times. This is 3 times. This is into 4. So this is directly into 12 also we can do, no? Into 4. So this is 3 times. This is into 4. This is 3 times. This is into 4. This is not following. So only 1 and 2, both 1 and 2, option C will be the right answer. Easy. Yeah, pretty good. 31 seconds, not bad. Okay, next. 8 words are given, 7 of them are alike. Select the option which is the odd one. Rome, Wellington, New Delhi, Moscow, Tokyo, Melbourne, Hanoi, Dhaka. Let's see how many of you get this one. Your geography teacher is surely watching this. It's a very common question set which is presented before you in terms of capital cities. If you are aware of world capitals, you will realize that Melbourne, a city in Australia, is the only one which is not a capital city. A lot of people don't know this about Australia. And even if not Melbourne, if they are asked what is the capital, majority of them give Sydney as the answer. Okay, but the actual answer is Canberra. So the capital of Australia is Canberra, and which is not mentioned here. Rest everything, somewhere or the other is the capital of a country. So Melbourne becomes my correct answer. Option C is the right one. Cool. 24 seconds. Very good. Geography is pretty good for our topper. See, interesting variations you will see. Very good, excellent. Oh, simple. Now, lot of people will get confused here. They will think that this is a blood relation question probably. Nothing to do with blood relation. This is simple coding decoding question. How many letters here? 4 letters, 2 letters, 6 letters, 2 letters, 5 letters. Just put 0 in front of them. Single digit, you put a 0. So 04, 02, 06, 02, 05. Done? This is the code for Geeta as grandmother of Karuna. What is the code for Girish is cousin of Purnima? So Girish is 336, so 06, 02, 336, 06, 02, 336 to 808. 0602, 0602. Option C is the right answer. Okay, pretty easy. But then why this becomes difficult? Because you have never seen such a question or a logic. That is where things go wrong. Which of the following words can be formed using the letters of the word blackboard? I think it's pretty easy. Dark will be the answer. Now, like I am doubting, you will also doubt for a while. You will check the other options for sure. That's what happens. Next. Those who do not like novels. So, rhombus represents people who like movies, parallelogram represents people who like novels, and circle represents people who like theatre. So, those who are not in the parallelogram will be those who do not like novels. Okay, so it has to be GHAB. GHAB. Technically, I think this is the right answer, but mathematically this should be incorrect, isn't it? Anyways, let's proceed. Option A is the right answer. This is pretty simple. 38 seconds is too much, guys. Odd group of numbers. What is the odd group of numbers here? Simple. If you proceed to add the smaller numbers, this is 120 and 12. 132 plus 1. So add and add 1. Okay. This is 154 plus 1. This is 104 plus 1. This is definitely not following. This is 120, 131 already, no? Yeah. This is incorrect. Option B is the right answer. 35 seconds, not bad. Anything around 30 seconds is fine. And if the question is too simple, then it should be below 20 seconds. Mirror image. Mirror is placed to the right, okay? So if we start observing, so 2 will flip, flipping here. Y will flip, this is not possible. The 3 flips are the same. 9 will flip, this is not possible. Ampersand will flip, this is not possible. Pretty easy. Figure 4 is the correct answer. Okay. Option B. 25 seconds. Good job. Perfect. Syllogism. All hockey is cricket. All basketball is football. Some football is cricket. No hockey is basketball. I cannot conclude that because they are not connected. Some basketball is cricket. I cannot conclude that because they are not connected. Some hockey is basketball. Some hockey is basketball. Again, I cannot conclude because they are. So these two, I think it's pretty clear. They will follow either or case here. So either 1 or 3 follows. Option A should be the right one. Yes, that's it. 41 seconds. Too much. Yes. Good, very good. If you take the difference here, this is 25 and this is 36. So this is 5 square, this is 6 square, so this has to be 4 square, this has to be 3 square. So 144 minus 9 is 135. Option B is the right answer. "28 seconds. Good, not bad, very good. Syllogism again. Some lost are woods. Some woods are forests. All woods are green. No green is lost. I cannot say that. Some forests are green. Absolutely right. Some lost are green. Absolutely right. Only 2 and 3 follow. "35 seconds. Still okay. I would not say it's bad, but I think he or she, whoever this is, has a habit of cross-checking syllogism based questions. You have to be confident there. Very good, your influencer. Excellent. That's the kind of things we are looking for. 23, 26 is plus 3. 26 and 30 is plus 4. 4 and 9 is plus 5. 9 and 12 is plus 3 again. 12 and 16 is plus 4. So 16 plus 5 will be 21. That is U. Option B is the right answer. 345, 345. Correct? Cool. 27 seconds. Good. Not bad. 27 seconds is good. GK plus LF is coded as 149 and AC plus EU is coded as 108. How will SD plus HI be coded in that language? This one is going to take some time. 7, 11, 18, 12 and 6, 18, 18, 18, 149. Nope. 324 half is 162. No. Okay, 7 and 11, 77. 12 and 6, 72. 149. Oh, this works out. Cool. So, what we are doing here is just to take the product of the place values. 1 into 3 is 3. Plus 5 into 21 is 108. So 19 into 4 is 76 and 8 into 9 is 72. 76 plus 72, 148. Option C is the right answer. Okay, I can understand this. Okay, it's not very easy for you. You cannot be very quick at cracking this in the exam. I can understand that. It's purely understandable because of the added exam pressure. If you were solving this normally, you could have picked it up very easily. Okay, so obviously I also first tried to add this and get the answer, but that was not possible. So the other option is you multiply and check, no? Okay, any which ways, you can get lucky in these questions, so no judgments there. Option that is embedded in the given figure as its part. Okay, I'll have to show you the options in that case. No? Just look at all the answers. Can you see this anywhere? There is no curved line, no? This is a curved line, so this is incorrect. 1 is not there. I think figure 3 is the correct answer, isn't it? Figure 3 is clearly visible. The other ones will not be true at all because this one is a curved line here, gone. This one, you know, there is no trapezium being formed at the bottom side, so this is also gone. This is the only one here which we can see on this side probably. Somewhere here. Can increase this side also, but okay. "54 seconds is too much. Too much. Could have just simply eliminated. Sometimes if you can't find the right figure, just eliminate the others. Wow, this seems interesting. Figure series. Correct, correct. Very good, very good, very good. Excellent, bacha. Oh, from the bottom, this is going on the top. Got it, got it, got it. Cool. Nice one. This rectangle from here to here is going on the top. Okay. Now, this rectangle from here to here is going on the top. This rectangle from here to here is going on the top. So, now this rectangle will go on the top. So, what will we get? This will go here only, no? This is how we'll start. I think this is the answer, isn't it? Now, what is the difference between 2 and 4? 1 and 3 are surely eliminated. Difference between 2 and 4 is the placement, right? So, it will be placed next to it, not above it, correct? So, 4 will also be rejected. 2 should be the correct answer. Nice question. Cool. Okay. I respect that this might have taken some time, and despite giving 60 seconds, the good thing is that it is correct, marked correctly. But still, 1 minute 5 seconds is too much here. You need to pick it up sooner. Okay. And by this time, if you were sitting for a reasoning examination, and this is what exactly would have happened, half of you would have lost your faith by now. You would have been devastated by the paper, by the level. You would start cursing yourself, and from here on, you will jeopardize the rest of your exam. That is what also needs to be taken care of. Into 4 minus 6. Nope. Multiply by 4. Okay, but this is multiply 128 and 3. Why is this being multiplied by 3 and this? Oh, okay. What is the difference? 120, 120. Cool. 120, 148. This is what happens when you actually study too much. You stop expecting simpler questions. Everybody is suffering from the same problem. Now you can relate why I am solving like a student in front of you most of the questions. So that you understand what mistakes will you also make when you're solving a mock. When you're actually giving a mock, the pressure of that time ticking on top is actually going to mount and you're actually going to succumb to it. So understand and spend lesser time on questions. Right? Okay, division we have here. So 22 divided by 11 is valid. This is 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 6 should be equal to 28 minus 2. Not possible. This is gone. Division will be here. So this is 14 will be equal to 22 plus 3, 25 minus 11. Yes, correct. So option C is the right answer. Cool. 36 seconds. Not bad. Perfect. We'll start with division and we'll get our answer very soon. So the black portion will be outside here, and when this will flip, the black portion will be outside here. So this is not possible. This is the only valid figure I can see. This is also incorrect, and this is also incorrect. This is pretty easy. Symmetry only shows the answer. Option 2, figure 2 is the correct answer. 18 seconds. Good job. Not bad. Which two signs should we interchange to make the given equation correct? So check where they are going wrong first. Okay, check where they are going wrong. So this is 18. 18 plus 45. This is 50 minus 13. If I change divide and equal to only right away, I will get 45 and 5. This will become 9. This will become 9. This will become 90 minus 13 plus 3. Still not this. So this is gone. So division is not changing for sure. So this is 18 only. Now, if this was not 50, this would have been easier, right? If I change multiply and plus, no, that's too much. This is also gone. If I change multiply and minus, 130, 5 minus 130, nope. So minus and equal if I change, so minus 50. So 18 plus 45 minus 50 should be equal to 13. Yeah, correct, works. Option B is the right answer. Okay, so with that we are done with the logical reasoning section of the live mock which was discussed, which was conducted over the weekend. Now before you go, I also need to tell you an important aspect of your SSC CGL preparation. I am sure all of you are already knowing this because there is a tremendous response which we are getting constantly, but it's my duty to remind you, so I'll quickly do that for you. The Super Practice course, the Super Practice test kit is live for Super Elite subscribers on the Oliveboard platform. The examinations is, it's near, time is ticking, and you all know what exactly is happening. There's a huge variation which we can see in the level of the examination, in the pattern of the examination. So we are taking care of everything for you, right? Good level questions have been set here. Everything is not PYQ based. So this is the kind of practice you're looking for. So go ahead and check this feature out with 1000 plus tests. That is 4 major subjects broken down into smaller topics, each topic having 6 different tests, right? So test 1 is easy, then medium, then hard, then we'll shift to previous year paper based, then we'll have a speed booster, and then in the end we'll have a revision test. So 6 tests per topic and a lot of topics in one subject. So tier 1, tier 2 both are taken care of, and both your accuracy and speed boosters are taken care of. I'll just give you an example. Let's say series only, there are 2 topics, see, and every topic has 6 topics, 6 tests here. And these questions are different from what we are discussing regularly in our live sessions, okay? So go ahead, check this feature out, free of cost, available for SSC Super Elite subscribers. Till then, I'll take your leave now. I'll see you guys in the next session. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind. And do leave comments after the session. I will get to know what worked for you, what did not, so that we accordingly can make it better. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. Sir, I am facing problem in counting of figure question. What should I do? As of now, your influencer, focus more on practice only. You can watch the sessions which I have taken on YouTube only. That is a brief session actually. I have not gone into complete detail, but majorly all of them I have covered. So, I have majorly covered simple tools with the help of which majority of the questions you will be able to attempt and solve. Just go through that session once and then try to attempt the questions and see where you are going wrong, why you are going wrong, what exactly is the problem. That is what is more important to find out. If your problem is that you're missing out or 1 or 2 figures, then it is about visualization. So that is not about concept. You will have to then learn to visualize. And the more you practice, the more attempts you make, and the more incorrect questions you get, gradually you'll realize, oh, this is how I need to visualize and I was missing this out. Okay, because you desperately would want to correct yourself. So that is one way around it. But then that depends upon what mistake you are committing. If it is not about missing out 1 or 2 figures, if it is totally, blacking out, you're missing out on the concept, you don't remember the formula, then that is a different scenario altogether. So pick up your weakness. This is a very general statement that I have a problem in counting of figures. Try to identify the problem. And I'm 99% sure the exact problem is you're counting everything properly. Just 1 or 2 figures here or there you're missing. You can't see them only. You're just lost in that counting. So whatever formula is there, you will be able to apply. But the total overall figure you are not able to see. So work on that. So practice as much as possible so that gradually after making a lot of mistakes, you'll start picking it up, right? I think that solves your issue. Anything else if you have, you can let me know. Otherwise, even after the session ends, you can put it in the chat box. I'll get back to you with all your queries, right? Thank you so much for joining live, guys. I'll take your leave now. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.